What if I told you a damaged, old Canadian 1-cent coin, scratched, worn, and ignored, could be worth millions of dollars today? In this video, we uncover the most valuable rare Canadian pennies, the shocking mistakes that made them priceless, and how a bad condition coin could secretly change your life. First up, the Canada 1-cent coin dated 2000, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, is a modest yet profoundly meaningful artifact of Canadian history that captures the essence of everyday life, national identity, economic transition, and historical continuity at the precise moment when the world crossed from the 20th century into the 21st century, a time marked by global anticipation, technological advancement, and reflection on the past. And although the coin itself carried only the smallest monetary value, its symbolic and historical weight far exceeded its face denomination, as it quietly passed through the hands of millions of Canadians during daily transactions, witnessing countless ordinary moments such as buying groceries, receiving change at local shops, contributing to school collections, and resting in household coin jars. This penny was produced by the Royal Canadian Mint, an internationally respected institution known for its craftsmanship and innovation, and it belongs to the final era of Canadian penny production, as the 1-cent coin had already begun to lose practical purchasing power due to inflation, rising production costs, and changing consumer habits. Yet it continued to be minted in large quantities to meet circulation demand, making the year 2000 penny a powerful symbol of persistence and tradition in a rapidly modernizing society. The obverse of the coin bears the refined portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by celebrated artist Dora de Pettery Hunt, whose depiction emphasizes maturity, grace, and calm authority, showing the Queen wearing a royal tiara that reflects constitutional monarchy, national stability, and Canada's enduring relationship with the Crown, while the surrounding Latin inscription, Elizabeth II D.G. Regina, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, connects the coin to centuries-old traditions of royal coinage used across the Commonwealth, reinforcing the continuity of governance and ceremonial heritage. The reverse side features the instantly recognizable maple leaf twig, created by George Kruger Gray, a design that had appeared on Canadian cents for decades and became deeply ingrained in the national consciousness, symbolizing nature, resilience, unity, and peace, with the inscriptions Canada, 1 cent, and the date 2000 clearly defining its identity and legal tender status, while also marking the historic millennium year, a date that holds special emotional significance for collectors and historians alike. Compositionally, the 2000 Canadian penny was struck in copper-plated zinc, a cost-saving measure introduced in 1997 that replaced the earlier bronze alloy, resulting in a coin with a zinc core coated in a thin layer of copper, giving it the familiar reddish appearance while significantly reducing manufacturing expenses. And the coin measures approximately 19.05 millimeters in diameter, weighs around 2.35 grams, and features a plain edge, specifications carefully engineered for mass production, durability, and easy recognition in circulation. The mintage for the year 2000 reached into the hundreds of millions, making the coin extremely common in circulated condition, especially in worn, scratched, or corroded states. And as a result, its present-day market value is generally very low, unless found in uncirculated, mint roll, or error condition. Yet despite this lack of rarity, the coin remains highly interesting to collectors who focus on millennium-dated coins, Queen Elizabeth II Portrait Series, or complete Canadian cent collections, with particular attention given to minting anomalies such as off-center strikes, double dies, plating defects, or unusual surface textures. Beyond numismatics, the 2000 Canadian penny holds deep cultural and emotional significance, serving as a reminder of a time when physical cash dominated everyday life, when small change mattered, and when the penny still played a role in pricing, rounding, and personal savings habits. Long before digital payments, mobile wallets, and contactless transactions became widespread. Historically, the coin also reflects broader economic realities as rising inflation steadily eroded the penny's purchasing power, leading to public debate over its usefulness, environmental cost, and production expense. debates that ultimately resulted in the penny's official withdrawal from circulation in 2012. Transforming coins like the Canada 1 cent 2000 Elizabeth II from active currency into historical objects and nostalgic keepsakes. Emotionally and symbolically, this coin is also tied to the extraordinary reign of Queen Elizabeth II, whose image appeared on Canadian coinage for decades, and whose long life and service made her a familiar and reassuring presence to multiple generations, turning this small copper-colored coin into a quiet witness to an era defined by stability, transition, and continuity. Today, whether found in poor condition, preserved in collections, or remembered through stories, the Canada 1 cent 2000 Queen Elizabeth II coin stands as a powerful reminder that even the smallest and most ordinary objects can carry immense historical, cultural, and emotional meaning, making it a fascinating subject for collectors, historians, educators, and anyone who appreciates the hidden stories embedded in everyday currency. The Canada 1 cent coin, dated 1998, bearing the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, is a small yet historically rich piece of Canadian numismatic heritage that reflects everyday life, national identity, economic realities, and cultural continuity during the late 1990s, a period marked by globalization, technological progress, and the gradual transition from traditional cash-based economies toward a more digital future. And although this penny carried the lowest monetary denomination, it played an enormous role in daily transactions across Canada, passing through the hands of millions of people in grocery stores, schools, post offices, buses, corner shops, and family homes, quietly witnessing the ordinary moments that collectively form the fabric of national life. Minted by the Royal Canadian Mint, an institution internationally respected for its precision, artistry, and innovation. The 1998 Canadian 1 cent coin belongs to the modern era of penny production and also marks an important technical transition, as 1998 was the first year Canada introduced copper-plated zinc cents, replacing the earlier bronze composition, in order to reduce rising metal and production costs, making this coin historically significant from a materials and manufacturing perspective. On the obverse side, the coin features the elegant and mature effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by renowned sculptor Dora de Pettery Hunt, whose portrait style emphasized dignity, experience, and calm authority, showing the Queen wearing a royal tiara that symbolizes constitutional monarchy, continuity, and Canada's long-standing relationship with the British Crown, while the surrounding Latin inscription, Elizabeth II, D.G. Regina, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, reflects centuries-old traditions of royal coinage used throughout the Commonwealth, connecting modern Canada to a long historical lineage of governance and ceremonial symbolism. The reverse side proudly displays the iconic maple leaf twig, designed by George Kruger Gray, a design that had appeared on Canadian cents for decades and became one of the most recognizable symbols of the nation, representing nature, endurance, unity, peace, and Canadian identity, with the inscriptions Canada 1 cent and the date 1998 clearly defining the coin's denomination, origin, and year of issue. From a technical standpoint, the 1998 penny has a zinc core coated with a thin layer of copper, giving it the familiar reddish appearance while significantly reducing production costs. And it measures approximately 19.05 millimeters in diameter, weighs about 2.25 grams, and features a plain edge, specifications carefully chosen to ensure durability, easy recognition, and efficient mass production for circulation across a vast country. In terms of mintage, the Royal Canadian Mint produced hundreds of millions of 1998 dated cents to meet everyday transactional demand, making the coin extremely common in circulated condition, especially in worn, scratched, corroded, or darkened states. And as a result, its market value today is generally low, unless found in uncirculated condition, preserved in original mint rolls, or identified with minting errors such as off-center strikes, double dyes, plating blisters, missing copper layers, or weak strikes, which can attract significant interest from specialized collectors. Historically and economically, the 1998 Canadian penny reflects a time when the usefulness of the 1 cent coin was increasingly questioned due to inflation steadily eroding its purchasing power. Yet it remains deeply embedded in pricing systems, rounding practices, and cultural habits, particularly for children's savings, charity collections, and everyday cash transactions, making it both practical and symbolic. Culturally and emotionally, the 1998 Elizabeth II penny evokes strong nostalgia, reminding many Canadians of childhood coin jars, school fundraisers, penny candies, and the familiar sound of loose change. Long before contactless payments, mobile wallets, and digital banking became dominant. And it also stands as a reminder of the late 1990s atmosphere, a world balancing tradition with modernization. From a broader historical perspective, this coin is also tied to the extraordinary reign of Queen Elizabeth II, whose image appeared on Canadian coinage for decades, and whose long life and service made her a constant presence across generations, turning this small coin into a quiet witness to political stability, social change, and national continuity. After the Canadian penny was officially withdrawn from circulation in 2012, coins like the Canada 1 cent 1998 Queen Elizabeth II transitioned from everyday currency into historical objects and sentimental keepsakes, representing the end of an era in which even the smallest denomination played a visible role in daily life. And today, whether found in poor condition, carefully preserved by collectors, or remembered through personal stories, this coin stands as powerful proof that even the most ordinary and low-value objects can carry deep historical, cultural, and emotional meaning, making the 1998 Canadian 1 cent Elizabeth II coin a fascinating subject for collectors, historians, educators, storytellers, and anyone who appreciates the hidden stories embedded within everyday money. Please like and subscribe to my channel.